Dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. As always, guys, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. It's driving me crazy because it's like slanted, tilted, sideways, whatever it is. For personal readings, that information can be found down below in the description. So we have Sagittarius Capricorn. And again, guys, these are general readings, so only take whatever applies. We have this energy of being happy, this energy of being good. Everything is splendid. Now, whether it is that you are there, whether you're telling yourself there, or you're working to get there, somebody's really trying to hold on to some type of happiness, some type of joy. Someone is really trying to stay in a state of mind of optimism, excuse me, and a positive thinking. There's something that there is, and just be aware, this is an energy that I'm picking up. There is some type of like underlying fear of not wanting to regress back to whatever it is that that you were going through when it came to the way that you were feeling. There is that does need to be addressed and released, that, right? As long as you are showing up for yourself every single day and you make the affirmations, or you speak out how it is that your day is going to go, then regardless of whatever it is that is going outside of you, you're in control of how you react or respond. You are in control of your feelings and your emotions. Now, just because certain feelings come up, it does not mean that you have to stay within them, right? Remember, energy is something that is continuously flowing, right? And it is all around us, right? And a lot of the time, certain things, certain feelings would come up, or certain emotions, or certain triggers, or whatever, to assess them. And you can assess and you can accept, but you don't have to dwell in it. You don't have to dive into it. Be like, you know what? Yeah, that made me feel some kind of way. I'm going to honor that, but I'm not going to stay in that. And I know that it sounds so crazy for some people, because trust me, for me, it was like, nah, I'm mad. I'm going to stay mad. Like, nah, you can't tell me that I could just observe that and acknowledge it and then it's going to go away. But it is true. It does. When you fully accept with that things are the way that they are, you don't dwell in it. You don't keep on just kind of like, like if you have like a, if you have like a cut, right? And it starts to scab, right? The more you take the scab off, you're not supposed to take the scab off, right? The scab is there to protect the skin that is coming out. So that scab will fall off on its own when the healing is complete. But the more that you pick at it, the longer the healing is going to start, right? So it's almost kind of like any feelings or anything that is coming up to try to get you out of that happy state that you're in, that splendid energy that you're feeling, then just observe it and be like, you know what? Yeah, at that time, that made me sad. At that time, that made me angry. At that time, that made me anxious. At that time, that made me sad or depressed or whatever it is. But at this time, it doesn't. So again, we have to learn how to use, and I don't mean this like, I'm not saying that you don't, but what I'm saying is like sometimes we really have to pay attention to the dialogues that we're using when we are speaking. So let's go ahead and let's pull out a love energy card. Now the love energy card can be any type of relationship, romantic, platonic, spirituality with yourself. What do we have? I just need one card, Spirit. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So make the effort. You're in this energy again when you're feeling good. You're feeling like everything is going your way. So whenever you have any intrusive thoughts or any feelings or anything, make the effort to put the appropriate time frame on it, right? If something from like 6 months ago comes up, you think about it and you're like, oh damn, and you say, oh, that makes me mad, then you're going to put yourself in a state of being mad at that moment in time. But if you say, wow, that really made me mad at that time, I'm so glad I'm no longer there, then you're putting it, you're just you're looking at it and realizing that it no longer has the same effect or control over your life. But you know, I can tell you 1,000 things that made me upset and angry, right? Things that were done to me, things that I did to people, but they don't anymore, because I look at it as, okay, that was an experience. And yeah, at that time, it was difficult. At that time, it was bad. But now it's not, because I'm not there anymore. I'm here now. And that's kind of like what you have to remind yourself. You're here now. So why are you going to keep on reliving something that made you feel a way that you really didn't like, regardless of what that feeling is? So let's go ahead and let's pull out your closing message, guys. The Star Mother. I love this card. I love the way this card looks. How can you mother yourself? Right? And this is exactly it. It all comes together, right? When we talk about self-love, when we talk about love in general, when we talk about taking care of ourselves, right? We have to be aware of what it is that we are saying to ourselves, what it is that we think about ourselves, how it is that we show up for ourselves, how it is that we take pride and honor ourselves, right? So like, let's say maybe you are on a weight loss journey, right? And maybe you know, and what is it called? I know there's a name for it and I can't think about it. I think it's body dysphobia or something like that, where people will lose weight and they see themselves in the mirror and they still see themselves as they were, like, you know, 100 pounds heavier and things like that. If you're having issues in that sense, and it doesn't have to be specifically weight, right? If you're dealing with any type of like PTSD or any type of issue that psychologically is very difficult for you to deal with on your own, or to shift that, then I do strongly advise for you to seek professional help. I'm not telling you to go to a psychiatrist and get freaking pilled up. I'm talking about speaking to a therapist. Therapists, a lot of therapists, people underrate therapists a lot. I've seen therapists, my kids have seen therapists for multiple different things. And it doesn't have to be anything tragic. It doesn't have to be that somebody died or somebody was, you know, abused in anywhere or anything like that. Sometimes you can't figure out why you feel a certain way, right? And just talking, just verbally saying what it is that you're feeling at that moment, you're able to release it, which then allows you to start healing from it, and then allows you to see either patterns that led to that or whatever it is that is underneath, right? Because therapy is basically, it's just talking and you just got somebody listening and asking you some very good questions that then make you think, and then you answer your own questions, which is beautiful. It's kind of like what I do in my sessions. But anyways, that is all that I have. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Love you all. Mwah. Bye-bye.